Hey everybody, welcome to Leon's Chainsaw Parts and Repair. We are looking at a carburetor off of a Homelite 240. This is a Walbro WT-6A. The WTs had lots of variants, and they were used all over the place. But in general, a WT is a WT, whether it's got a primer bulb here or not. You know, that's the biggest variant I can think of. Each one's going to use some slightly different diaphragms. Well, not each one, but there are numerous ones. The kit for this one is a K20 WAT or a D10 WAT. So, just for some basic diagnosis. Well, that ain't right. Let's tear into this bad boy and see why she won't hold any pressure at all. We're going to actually start on the fuel pump side of the carb, just because we're going to do, in all likelihood, a full kit on this. And this diaphragm is not bad. In fact, neither is that gasket, almost new looking. But if you note, there is some sawdust or evaporated fuel or whatever. There's some residue of crap in here. Sorry, that was out of view. There is some residue in there. We're going to clean that up. Get this other side apart. These carburetors are really not terribly complicated. Oh. I'm not sure I've ever seen that before. This diaphragm's upside down. Let's see what else we find in here. There's no gasket. Oh my. That needle is set way, way, way too high, or the arm. When the carburetor has a recess for the arm like this, the arm should be down here, not at deck level here. Wow. This is interesting. Go ahead and pull this out entirely. Looks like it's a new needle. I don't think my kit that I have includes an arm. Oh yes it does. And it also includes a needle, but okay, 2 needle heights. There we go. I'm not convinced that I can't fix this arm. I just want to look at the shape in here. Yeah. I'm just going to bend that back to where it should be. If I can find my needle in those pliers. Or a set. I'm just going to go back to where it looks like those are parallel. We'll go from there. That's pretty close. Alright, assuming that that is the correct needle, and it is, we'll try this again. First, I want to spray this thing out with carb cleaner and blow it out with some air. Remember, carb cleaner can swell and destroy one of these needle tips, the rubber seat, or rubber tip on the needle. So you don't want to spray them down. It's a cold enough day. My fingers aren't working quite right. There, come on. Oh, you're going to be a pain in my butt, aren't you? That spring doesn't have a deep enough well to really sit where it's supposed to. Come on, you son of a gun. This is going to be irritating. Oh, you miserable little shit. Come on. Could you just sit upright for 5 seconds, please? Just catch it. There we go. What the hell? Oh, dang it. Come on. Stay on the needle. There we go. Alright, that's closer to where it should be. Still, it's a little bit high. So, we'll try that. Old epoxy around that Welch plug is coming loose. Or at least the slop over is. So we're going to get it out of there. I don't care about that. Alright, that diaphragm, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and put the proper kit in. And I'm going to match the components. I'm not going to play around here. So we'll assemble this other side first so that we can put it under pressure. I went to the Homelite blow up for the 240 and I verified that this is the right diaphragm, right mix of parts, because like I say, the kits come with quite a few. If you buy the Homelite branded version of the part, you'll get just what you need, but if you buy the Walbro K20, you're going to get a little bit extra. Let's see if I can get this to line up. See, this is cold, damn it, cold day here in Southern Oregon. And wouldn't you know it, either Oregon screwed the pooch on this, the shape of their damn gasket, or there's another variation. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Now we're getting into the fun stuff. That's not it. Is there a variation that fits? Yeah, it's that one. That's interesting. Very interesting. That fits the two inlet valves there. So we'll run with it. Oops. Dang it. You gotta pull the throttle lever back slightly there to make this sit down without fighting the idle screw. You could take the idle screw all the way out, but you shouldn't have to. Alright, we're going to pressure test this before we go any further. See if we've got any other issues. It's like old Bob Seger said, like a rock. So now the question is, can we get this on? God, that extra piece of gasket is going to not be necessary. We're going to use the other one. You guys can see there's lots of extra here. That's going to fit better. In fact, that'll fit perfectly. Now, is this diaphragm too tall? We'll find out. The answer is no. It's perfect. Because it didn't release with the cover on there. It's slowly bleeding down, but at a rate that's more than acceptable here. Okay. Still there. That's it. So it's really important when you take this apart for the first time on one of these dang carburetors to save what comes out. And when you get a comprehensive kit like this, again, this is Oregon's version of the K20 WAT, and that one gasket is slightly off. So you really want to be careful, compare everything, and put on what matches what came off. And if you think somebody's been in there before you and it is not right, all I can say is get out to the IPL if you can for the actual specific saw if it has a carburetor blow up, and if it doesn't, then you go to the Walbro blow up for, you know, the model, you know, WT-6A, and you go from there. But this one is now holding pressure. It should run a lot better. Jeremy, I'll get this thing in the mail and headed back your way, so your 240 ought to be back on the road.